Good morning everyone, it's Carol here at OHJ Journals. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm quite excited today because this is the next OHJ Journals tag swap, or rather the invitation video to take part in the OHJ Journal June tag swap. What I've got on my desk here is just some eye candy so that you're not just looking at my hands wafting around. Very quickly, these are all tags that I've made at some stage. I think I made all of these last year at one point or another. These two were part of the 52 stack challenge, so you'll find those in that playlist on my channel, and these were just random tags that I made at some point. This actually isn't a tag, it's an altered envelope, but with journaling bits and bobs in. So as I say, nothing to do with these today. These are just on my desk for you to look at. So as I said, this is the invitation video to take part in the June tag swap. Now I know many of you will have taken part in the tag swaps previously, you know what it's all about, and all you're waiting to hear are the suggested prompts. So please just bear with me very quickly on that. I'll come to that in just a moment. For those of you that haven't taken part in the tag swap, let me just quickly say the tag swap is open to absolutely everybody, whatever your crafting ability is and whatever your craft is. It doesn't have to be confined to paper crafting. If you paint, or if you collage, or if you sew, providing you can make a tag and send it to somebody, then you can take part in the tag swap. If you want to take part in the tag swap, then I require a few bits of information from you. The first thing is you need to reply to this invitation by emailing me and asking to take part, and my email address is in the description box below this video. In that email, I ask you to give me your name, not your YouTube channel name or your Instagram name or your nickname, your full name, please. I need to know, secondly, which country you live in. So, for example, if you live in England, let me know that it's England. Similarly, if you live in Canada, that you live in Canada. It's not rocket science. The third bit of information I need from you is how many tag swap partners you would like, because your name will go into a random draw, and in that draw I will need to know how many tag swap partners I need to pull out for you. So if you want just one tag swap partner and to swap a tag with one partner, then brilliant, that's absolutely fine. If you want 3 or 4 tag swap partners, again, absolutely brilliant, but please remember you will need to make a tag for each of your tag swap partners and post it out to them. In return, you'll receive a tag from each one of your tag swap partners. But please bear in mind, A, your time in terms of making a tag, and secondly, the postage or the shipping cost, because some people like to include, and it's optional, 100% optional, some people like to include Happy Mail or items from their stash along with the tag. As I said, that aspect about Happy Mail is entirely optional, but please just let your tag swap partner know if you are going to be doing that, so that they have at least the option not to be on the back foot and they can reciprocate if they want to. And the final piece of information that I require from you is whether you would like to swap with tag swap partners that are living in your country of residence or that are international. Now, you can't split that, I'm afraid. So if you're asking, say, for 3 tag swap partners, they all have to be in your own country or international. So that's an either or option. I can't cope with you asking for 2 tag swap partners that live in your own country and the third one that is an international tag swap partner. Similarly, it's only your own country. So for example, if you live in Germany, you can't ask me for only tag swap partners that are in the UK. If you ask for country-specific tag swap partners, they have to be in your own country, i.e. Germany, or they have to be international, in which case they could come from anywhere. All that information, all those 4 pieces of information, along with my email address, are detailed in the description box below the video. If none of that made sense, it might be helpful to read that if you're new to the tag swap and you need clarification. If you're new to the tag swap, please don't be afraid to take part. The hardest part is emailing me to say you want to take part. The rest is simple, simple, simple. Okay, so what else do you need to know? The closing date is 31st of May 2024 at 12 noon. You need to get your emails into me by the closing date. The random draw for your partners will take place on my channel on the 1st of June next. So that will be when you find out who your tag swap partners are, and I would ask you to either have your tags already made so that you can post them ASAP after the 1st of June, or certainly within a week, maximum a fortnight after the 1st of June. You've got plenty of time from now until the 1st of June to create your tags. So please try and do that, because I know some people get very excited, but they also get very anxious if their tags don't arrive ASAP. Final thing before I go into what are the suggested prompts, please talk to each other. I will let you know that I've received your request to take part. As soon as you are given your tag swap partner in the draw, and I will email you, as well as the draw happening on the 1st of June, I will email you to confirm who your tag swap partners are. As soon as you find out who they are, just email each other to say, hi, nice to meet you, I'm your tag swap partner. I'm going to be putting your tag in the post to you tomorrow or in a week's time or whatever. So please just communicate with each other. It really does help to smooth the running of the tag swaps. Okay, so how big does the tag need to be? Any size, whatever size of tag you prefer. I usually recommend that you make tags round about this size, i.e. ones that will fit in a standard size journal. So I think these are about 6 by maybe, oh, let me measure these, sorry. Lack of organisation here. So very quickly, these are 8 centimetres wide by 3 centimetres by, this one is 16 centimetres or 6 inches. Now, if you want to make your tags bigger or smaller, that's entirely up to you, but I would suggest not jumbo tags, because most people like to save these or put them in journals for safekeeping. In terms of what you create, you can create anything on your tags. There is no theme. However, I do actually give out suggested prompts, and I've got some off to one side here that I'm just lifting out so I can read them. So the suggested prompts for this June tag swap. The first one is pop, P-O-P. So, for example, you could have red splashed onto your tag as a pop of colour. You could have something that pops or peeks out from behind a flap or a fold. So, for example, this kind of peeps out from behind this flap, and this journaling card pops out from behind this portion here on your card. You could have something on your tag that pops up, as I've said, for example, a flap or a fold or a flip or something like that. I'm frantically looking around for something here. So take this. This is more a journaling card. It was actually an altered guest check. But if this was tag shape, you could have a flap like that, and that would class as something that pops up, lifted up. Or you could go for something such as pop as in music, or as a music idol. So you could have maybe pop music, a music sheet that is pop music on your tag somewhere, or you could have a pop idol as your focal point on your tag. So there's some suggestions how to use that prompt. The second prompt is numbers or numerals. So you could have numbers stenciled with ink or texture paste to make a background. You could stamp on your numbers. You could use rub-ons. You could have numbers created with an embossing folder and inked over the top to make them stand out. As I said, you could use rub-ons or you could use stickers. You could have numbers on paper or card that you actually use to create your tag. So for example, numbers on ledger paper or something like that, you know, glued onto your tag. Your number might be a lotto number that you use as a dangle or a charm. Any of those. I mean, we've got some options. We've got some examples here. That would class as something that hits that prompt because it's got a number on it. This is a rub-on, so with this, that's got a number on. So plenty of ways that you can include numbers on your pieces. So there, that's a Tim Holtz label, and I think that's a Tracy label. So they've all got numbers on. So the second prompt, numbers or numerals. And finally, the third prompt is to use the colour black. So your whole tag might be monochrome, e.g. shades of black. You might back your tag with black cardstock, but have the front all highly decorated and highly coloured, but maybe put a piece of black cardstock behind on here so that you just have a border. You might use black as in a rub-on or stamping. I haven't got any stamping on here, but that would work. Your black might be black splatters with ink or paint. You might use black ink to actually just edge your tag and frame it. What else? You might use black thread for messy stitching or hand stitching on your tag. So those are the three prompts: pop, numbers or numerals, and to use the colour black. And I've given you some examples there. So there we go, everybody. I've tried not to be too long-winded, and now it's over to you. Please, I really do hope you'll take part and email me with those pieces of information, and just a reminder, what information I needed is in the description box below the video. If you have any questions over and above what I've already said, or it's not clear and you want clarification, use that email address below the video to email me and ask me. I'm here to help all the way through the tag swap in any way that I can. So please, no question is too big or too small. Ask away, I'm happy to deal with it. Okay, over to you. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.